So I'm coming down into Sheffield interchange at Pond Street looking for Connect 1 service, and I think I found it. It's on platform B1, but it's a right job trying to find it where it's going to stop, and I may actually miss it by the time I get to the bus, but let's see. So I'm on the back seat of the bus, so it appears that one of the Connect services, Connect 2, goes on the right hand side of this bus part, and then on this side, the left hand side, the Connect 1 goes, so you can have a journey all the way around Sheffield city centre on Connect 1 now. So if you pop into the bus interchange on Arundel Gate, you can pick up one of these leaflets, and that is Connect 1. So we're now leaving Pond Street. I hope it's not as bouncy as it was last time, because it was pretty bouncy. So you can see the old Fiesta there. But it's a slightly different route on the Connect 1 service. But the Pond Street bus station looks a lot better than when I used to use it, but nobody's actually using the bus station anymore. It's absolutely deserted to how I remember it. But we did at least have a walkway from the actual bus station. You can see the Vista building there that's now ground to a halt because the developer's gone bust. Yeah, so we had a walkway from Pond Street through the Fiesta building and into the hole in the road, and that's all gone now, but this gives you a fantastic view of what's happened to the middle of Sheffield. So we're coming past, I think, the Adset Centre I said last time. On the right hand side, the Polytechnic University, now Sheffield Hallam, but the actual Connect 2 service I think stops on this side just about here. So we're now coming up Flat Street, and you can see the Vista building there. So if you want to buy the Vista building and finish it, it's just more studenty type flats. There's the old top rank suite with the car park underneath. Coming past the Odeon Cinema, post office, and into Fitzallen Square. I ought to be doing tours of Sheffield city centre like they do in Ireland when you go to Dublin. So we're now coming up High Street. You can see the old C&A building just there. It's now an Easy Hotel. And just there at the front, which was Peter Robinson's, that was actually, well, that's supposed to be King's Tower. There you can see again where you can see old Peter Robinson's, but people probably know that as C&A at the front. But I understand that at the moment, like, you've got Halifax there, and I think the Halifax on High Street shutting. Star and Telegraph building just there. It's about 20 degrees in Sheffield today. I think, oh, it says 12:35 on the bus thing just there. So we're actually across from the cathedral at the moment. As you can see, there's the cathedral. I know on the other Connect 2 service, when I went on that, he never stopped. I've never known anybody drive round so quick, and when he got to the end, he just carried on. And I couldn't get off at Haymarket, I had to wait for the next step. But we're coming up High Street and Church Street now, past the old Stonehouse pub, if you remember that. We're on Church Street now. But like, buildings like that used to be beautiful in Sheffield, and they got knocked down. So, you know, there was continuation of the beautiful buildings. So I think we're now coming up West Street. Yeah, we're on West Street. So it's definitely a different route. but I doubt we're going to see too many people on the bus. That was actually a beautiful telephone exchange there. Don't build them like that anymore. We're coming around the back of the City Hall. You see the City Hall just on the left. Fountain Precinct on the right hand side, but City Hall just there. So we're coming through Barker's Pool now. But it's so empty, Sheffield. You know, it's 12:30. I think everybody remember what Sheffield used to be like. And just remember, they've got an awful lot of students living in Sheffield now. I think there's something like 60,000 students. So we now come down Leadenhall Street. Pinston Street just ahead was shut off during lockdown. They used that as an excuse. You've got the Town Hall just there. So you've got the Fountain Precinct again there. But this really does give you a good impression of Sheffield from the back seat of the bus and how it's changed. You can see St Paul's Tower up there. That's the tallest building currently in Sheffield, and if they ever build King's Tower, that'll be higher. So but it's not a very nice looking building, St Paul's. Now, it'd be nice if we could sit on the top, wouldn't it, at a restaurant, but that privilege is denied to us unless you can afford to purchase a flat in there. So that was a really long stop for the lights there. You can see the Leadenhall Street building there. I think that was Sheffield Grammar School probably. But each of these buses cost 366k and they're running pretty empty. And I've just been told today the reason why one of them got nicked is that they recharge them in Pond Street, and all you have to do is press a button to start it. So I find that really strange that they're not securely locked off, that somebody could just start it pressing a button. At 366 grand. You can see the cycle lanes. We never see too many cycling around Sheffield either, do we? We're now coming back up West Street again. I think it's two other people. I just turned over two other people on the bus. So you can just come around the back of the City Hall and swizz back round again. But it was a real struggle to find out where I get on and off this bus, and the easiest way was to come into Pond Street and get on the bus in Pond Street. I think we're on Carver Street now, could be wrong, possibly. Coming past the Metro bar just there, I think. See back into Barker's Pool. I think we're coming up Division Street now. Now this seems to have been opened back up again, I think, because I'm sure that this was shut down with cafe bars along here, but it doesn't look so shut down anymore. Well, can't be because there's a bus going through it. See the old, I think, Division Street fire station there. Now on Rockingham Street in Sheffield, and I only know that because I can see the sign. So just on the right is Pound's Pocket Park. There we've got the Kangaroo Works building there. And just here, if it had ever happen, on the left hand side was originally going to be Coach Sheffield, the tallest building in Sheffield. Now that's been dropped back to 32 stories, I think, now. Look at that beautiful sky today. Makes a perfect video, this. But the disappointing thing about the Kangaroo Works building is the lovely doorways and whatever have been taken out and took off to Kelham Island. So it is free Kelham Island, I found out, but it's not quite the same as walking past them in your city, is it? So you can see Grosvenor House just there. Coming past the Light Cinema Complex just here. So I think we're on, trying to work this one out, Charter Row. It's very Orwellian down here now, but it's been like that probably since the war. It's just been made more Orwellian. Yeah, so there's only me on the bus now. So we've got Atkinson's department store there, the only Sheffield department store left. Is well worth going in Atkinson's. They are trying to fight back, which is really good. Just a reminder, if you want to get on this bus and have a journey around in Sheffield, it's going from, I think it was B1 in the bus station. It's free service. They just click you in on the bus. Now we're cutting across the bottom of the moor. Just look at all these high-rise flats, so they can just see the bottom of the moor as we cut through it. This is the modern market, and I've just been speaking to a lady in the Arundel Gate bus station, and she said this new market's nothing like the original Castle Market. They had no right to knock down the market in that area or not rebuild in that area. There you can see the Moorfoot building. It's now just a Sheffield Council building. Originally they built a lot of people up from London to work in there. It's now going to become more flats, possibly. So that was Cumberland Street we just come off. Now coming up Eyre Street, if I'm right. But just look at the dystopian future. I think my dad's view of the video when he watched it was they've done a good job of destroying Sheffield. So there's the fire headquarters. So why did they knock the other one down that cost tens of millions and build another one there? Just there. I'm not sure if it's... So that's some more car park there. I thought it was a different car park, but I think somebody else just got on the bus. I thought it was the award-winning car park, but it isn't. Hopefully we'll pass the award-winning car park for you to have a look at. So we're just passing Matilda Street on the left hand side. That's well worth a walk down Matilda Street. You can access the River Porter down there. So we've got the gate there, that's more university buildings. Furnivall Gate up there, Moorhead. I think we're nearly coming back to the bus station again, but hopefully I can get off it without carrying on this time. I know the last time on Connect 2 the driver just drove straight past my stop in Haymarket, and I'm sure I gave him plenty of time. but you'll have noticed the lack of people in Sheffield. You may just glimpse St Mary's down there. We've got the Rutland Holmes just past that on the right hand side there. But it should be a fantastic video for you, this one, really give you a picture of Sheffield. I think it's vying for an award with Leeds have been the City of the Year. Now this was the failed music museum. Got some big new university buildings. There we're coming past the Howard Hotel, we're coming back into Pond Street. I think he's going to come down here and turn in, I hope. Or I'm back on another route. No, he's coming back in, so he's coming back probably to B1, which is good. And I can get off at B1, so that's the end of the tour. Oh, not quite. Let's just go a bit further, see where it takes us. Oh yeah, so it's coming back to B1, I think. So that's it, end of the journey. I hope you enjoyed it around Sheffield. Come and try it, B1 in Pond Street.